Williams with a little touch pass forward. Nowhere. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
To throw once more, here's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Williams. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Here we go. 12, 11, 11. Right, 80.
Now it's Burrow. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Let's go. It's a gain of 22. 11, MC, Tate. 11, Tommy. First down. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty.
Now Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting move. Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
What is up?
We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Kyle Monangai taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
12.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. It's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andre Yoshibowitz from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead in the intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
To the air once more, Williams. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Swift. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
11-90.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
12, 12, 12. Here we go, here we go. Hey, stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bears first down.
To the air, Williams. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, and they go with Swift again. Trying. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 31 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Monangai. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Gain of 36 yards.
12.
That's good for
11.
First down. First and 10 at
11.
the 47-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. That one good for 26 and a first down.
11. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This will be caught about the 5. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here we go. First and goal.
Here we go.
Brown will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about it.
And he is in! Touchdown, Bengals! Chase Brown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down, Chicago.
He's back to throw. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. That's caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Williams going to throw for it. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
11, Scott.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
I'm 1, ready?
2nd and 10.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.